Hello everyone, Deb Floros, guest designer for Art Beads. This is a fun project, stringing with a little bit of a twist, and it's such a fun winter white project that celebrates the moon. So these moon check glass beads are so fantastic, and they're going to be the focal of our bracelet. I've also got some size 11 seed beads, and they match perfectly. They're a luster clear, and they're absolutely beautiful. Look at them, oh my gosh. Perfect match for the moon beads. Then we've got these crescent moon charms from Tiara Cast, and we're going to put those all together with some bead frames that we're going to create. So I've got some 24 gauge wire, and I want to create some crescents around the moon beads. So I'm going to do a wire wrap loop at one end and just check my sizing of the bead. I want the frame to be larger, but I want the general shape to be the same as the bead, or half of it anyway. I'm going to string on some of those seed beads and then create another wire wrap loop at the other end of this little wire crescent. These are going to be really fun. We're going to string them directly onto our beading wire. So you're going to create 3 of them. We just need 3, or you can create more if you'd like, but I'm doing 3 for the focal section of the bracelet. And here I'm just double checking the size of those little crescents. So I am creating 3, the same technique, just a wire wrap loop, stringing on those seed beads, and you can actually use a chapstick to size the little crescent. It's roughly about the same size that you'll need and gives you a nice little shape. You can also use a ring mandrel or some other kind of cylindrical item you have around the house, but I had this chapstick handy. It worked really well. I'm going to use some 19 strand beading wire, and I'm going to begin with a few seed beads and then add my moon bead. I'm going to put 3 seed beads between those first few moons. And then I'm going to do my little charm, so my little crescent charm, and it will string directly onto the stringing wire. You don't need a jump ring for it. Then I'm going to slide on half of my crescent little frame that we created and 1 seed bead, then the moon bead, and then 1 seed bead, and then the other side of that little frame. And it looks so cute, adds some fun movement, looks like maybe there's an aura around the moon. And I was careful to string on the moon bead sort of top of head to top of head, and then chin to chin, kind of as you go through the pattern of the bracelet. And I've had a couple of stringing faux pas. I put one of the moon charms in the beginning of that focal section, so I pulled that section out and restrung so that I only have 2 of those moon charms. Then I'm just adding the last of those moon charms at the end of my bracelet just for a little bit of an accent. And then I'm adding my toggle clasp. I'm using crimp tubes size 2 and some pieces of French wire, and I'm crimping on my toggle clasp. Just being very careful to pull that cord, the stringing wire, through a few beads to give it some stability at the end, crimping, cutting off my excess, and then doing the same thing at the other end. And you've got a really fun bracelet, a stringing project with a little bit of a twist. Such a great project. You can find everything to make it at artbeads.com. Thanks so much for watching.